Welcome back, adventurers of the internet. We're talking maps again today. We're going to review and look at, in my opinion, the best and maybe perfect dungeon map creator on the internet. We're talking about Dungeon Scrawl today. This is Dungeon Scrawl, an online tool for building dungeons for your next D&D campaign or one-shot, and it is incredible. As always, there are two tiers. There's a free tier and a pro tier. As usual, I would highly recommend starting with the free tier and seeing if that's enough for you. I think it would be enough for most DMs and creators. There are some features in the pro version that might appeal to you and might tip the scale in that direction, including autosave, dark mode, PDF export, paper texture overlays, and lighting. But enough with subscription tiers, let's get back to the scrolling homepage here. Just a cool feature before we jump in. Right below on the main page is this awesome quick tool. I've never seen anything like it, and it is far more limiting than the actual thing, and it looks a lot worse. It's cool to jump down and see how easy it is to put rooms on paper. And without further ado, let's start scrolling. When you click start scrolling, it enters this area here. You'll create a new map or open a saved one if you have an account, of course. And here is the interface. There are different exteriors over here you can pick from. I always click the hash mark one because I think it looks amazing. Let's draw just a simple room here and see the effect. Super cool. You have that on this left-hand side, including some different modes and such. Always change this to 1 to get started because that'll give you 5-foot blocks right off the bat, which is what you are mainly thinking in when you're creating your D&D maps. On the right-hand side, we have some color options and some wall options and things like that, as well as your layers, which we'll talk about in just a moment here. But let's just draw some rooms here and some pathways between them, and we'll see how easy it is. It is so intuitive and so much fun to use and to draw things in. Good dungeon design says to make more than one pathway through your dungeon, so we'll do that. And a small thing to our final chamber, which we'll make nice and big. This is our entrance up here. Down below is our toolbar, and we're able to grab objects. We're able to use this rectangle or polygon tool or the path tool, which allows you to get out of the block format and make some rounded tunnels if you have some sort of secret area or you just want your tunnels rounded. We have a polygon tool, a point-to-point wall tool, a select tool, and then 3 tools that you'll use constantly in your dungeons. We have a door tool, which, as the name suggests, allows you to place doors. You drag and drop, and the doors appear, and you can make them as big or as small as you want. After placing some doors, you can place some steps. So let's make some steps coming down into our dungeon. You just pull across and then highlight, and there we go. We got a bunch of steps there. Let's throw in a long set of stairs here, and one more here entering the final chamber with whatever boss we have or monster. This review and look is short and sweet, but you get what you see, and you see what you get. It's an amazing program. Go design for yourself. There are only 2 issues, and they're so minor that I have with this creator. The first one is that if you are at the edge of the map and you want to get over to this side, you can't do it unless you go down and click this tool down here, and then you can pull yourself over to this room. It would be fantastic if there was a way to click your right mouse button and move around the map that way. Again, a minor criticism, but the only second minor criticism I have, again, very minor, is the coloring of the rooms. I wish there was a way to select a room and change the floor color. As it stands, you can change the entire map color by going over here and clicking the different colors, but there's no way to switch one room without putting in multiple layers and such. And so it's a little bit more complicated. It would be great to have it simplified. After I am done creating my dungeon, I grab the text tool and I either put in place names or room names, or I usually just put in alphabetical letters. This lettering allows me to designate which room is which in my notes, so I'll screenshot this or download it, throw it into my notes for the session, and then on the left-hand side I'll put each letter and I'll say which room is each letter and what's in that room and what the traps look like and what the doors look like and the monsters in each room, etc. And there we have it, a somewhat passable dungeon made within 10-15 seconds to a minute, and it's ready to download and use in your game, and it looks professional. It'll give you the distances, it'll do what it's supposed to do. Awesome. The last few features I'll mention are these on the screen. You can do isometric maps or leveled maps, and that's a really cool feature. If you have the Pro version, you can do the PDF export and make it real size or make it actual size for your game on your table, which is really cool. I've never done it, but it looks great. You can also furnish your map with uploaded assets, and you can change your grid design to hexes if you prefer using those. Like I said at the top, this is probably the perfect dungeon map creator. It is at least the very best on the internet that I have used. Go try it for yourself and let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know also if you use a different program that you prefer. I'd love to try it out for myself. As always, hit all the buttons below, subscribe so you don't miss our future videos and reviews, and we will see you next time.